What's going on, guys? My name is Roman, Fizz on Lyricist Gloomy, and today I have a theory for you. You may have come across this theory before. It was already covered by MatPat, Rem Games, and probably some other people I'm too lazy to go find. But what if I told you that all three puppets in the web series turned TV show Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared are dead? This video specifically is gonna be focusing on Yellow Guy, but don't worry, I plan on giving Red Guy and Duck their own videos as well. But before I go any further, I highly recommend that you watch both the web series and TV show before watching this video. If you've watched them already, then sit back, relax, and get ready as I delve into the vast evidence that Yellow Guy is dead. More specifically, that he's the puppet representation of a dead child named David. But first, real quick, I am sick while I'm recording this, so I apologize if I kind of sound congested or anything. Just bear with me. So, why do I think he's David? Well, the first piece of evidence is in episode 2, Death. In it, Duck's tombstone reads David, only for the puppets to question it as David isn't his name. And at the beginning of the episode, the coffin guy incorrectly guesses that Yellow Guy is the one who's dying instead of Duck. It only makes sense that the incorrect name on the grave is out of the incorrect guess as to whose grave it is. But it gets even deeper as we get even more information as to just who David is. Or it was. I don't know, let's just dig into it. First, we need to take a look at the final episode. When Yellow suggests staying in the attic with Leslie, she turns him down, saying, quote, "You're not my real son."
Can't I stay here with you?
Oh no.
You're not my real son!
Only joking.
Sure, she laughs it off as a joke, but what if it was more than that? If we take what she says at face value, then the most logical conclusion is that he isn't her son, but he's close. The last thing we need to look at in order for everything to make sense is the 5th episode. Pretty sure it's titled Travel. I don't know, correct myself if I'm wrong in editing. When Red brings up the community he hopes to take the group to, Yellow fantasizes about living in a town by the name of Mulhoven, where Red is his neighbor and Duck his pet. However, it all goes south when he's given a pet bird, who flies away, prompting Yellow to run into traffic after it and get hit by a car. This isn't a fantasy, it's a flashback to the tragic death of David. Not only that, but the one responsible for the car accident is none other than Leslie herself. Listen closely to the narrator. It's Leslie's voice.
Morning. Here in Mulhoven, Newtown.
Oh no.
And when Yellow runs onto the road, she screams at him to look out.
Oh, careful. Careful now!
Reason being that she's the one in the car. Still don't believe me? Take a look at the license plate of the car the trio are driving. It spells Leslie. Hell, we can even see what looks to be a human version of Roy, Yellow's father, watching from the window when it all happens. This is David's father, who likely couldn't handle the tragedy of his son's death, dying as a result. This explains everything. Leslie created the puppets, at least Yellow and most likely Roy, to cope with the death of her son and husband. This also explains why Yellow's the most tortured. The clock in the web series yells until his ears bleed. The sketchbook destroys his painting. The butterfly, or whatever the fuck the thing in episode 3 is, nearly sacrifices him to a god that eats gravel. It's all because he's not her real son. He's a fake. So if David couldn't live out a happy life, why should Yellow Guy? This whole thing with David also explains why he's so dumb and naive. His soul is that of a little kid. So yeah, this is my, and a few other people's, theory as to who Yellow Guy truly is. I apologize that this theory isn't entirely original, but it's better than nothing. Don't expect it to go in depth as to who Red Guy and Duck are when they were alive. There's currently not enough evidence to make a good conclusion, I guess, or whatever. But I will give an in-depth analysis as to why I believe they're dead, and even how they died. This has been kind of a longer video, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. If you did, consider subscribing to my main channel, where a relatively recent video of mine was actually get related, to some pretty decent lyrical covers of video game songs, primarily Fight Night Funkin', and comment down below what kind of other content you'd like to see here on the second channel. It's been good. Phazon out. Also, one more thing, I do apologize for any background noise y'all may hear during this. I live with way too many siblings. I can only do so much. Also, sorry if the audio quality sorry if the audio quality isn't the best. I'm keeping that tip up in there. I don't care what you say. I don't really have like at the moment. So yeah. And that's it for real this time. Now enjoy me failing to say a relatively simple line, because bloopers funny, or whatever the fuck. There's currently not enough evidence to make a good conclusion, I guess, or whatever. But I will give an in-depth analysis. Fuck.